YouTubers, Jem here once again with another book review for you guys. This time I'm going to be reviewing Delirium by Lauren Oliver. I know I'm late to get on this wagon, but I finally decided to buy it, pick it up, and read it. I really like this book. The ending was like, oh my god, there has to be. I was like, this ending though for this book, and so it was just whoa. Anyway, I don't have a synopsis unfortunately on the back of this book since it's the soft cover, so I'm going to be reading the synopsis from Goodreads. 95 days and then I'll be safe. I wonder whether the procedure will hurt. I want to get it over with. It's hard to be patient. It's hard not to be afraid while I'm still incured, though so far the deliria hasn't touched me yet. Still, I worry. They say that in the old days, love drove people to madness, the deadliest of all deadly things. It kills you both when you have it and when you don't. So, I rate this a 9 out of 10. It was amazing. I like thinking, like, what if in the world love wasn't allowed? Like, what? Like, all these, like, weird questions. Anyway, this will be sort of spoilery, this review. So, if you don't want spoilers at all, like, then leave the page. If you're okay with some spoilers, then you can stay. Alright, so this is, the main character's name is Lena, Magdalena Holloway, or Tittle, as she is now known by. She lives with her aunt and her nieces. She lives with her aunt, her uncle, and her nieces. Since apparently her mother committed suicide like all these years ago when she was a little girl, because her mother still loved her father. Now in this society, it's a dystopian. Love isn't allowed. It's like all girls' schools, all boys' schools, never anything co-ed. You're not even allowed to talk to somebody who is of the other gender, and they try to do everything in their power to, like, keep you from falling in love. They, like, discourage you, like, love is bad. It will kill you. It will drive you to madness. It will make you go insane. And so, Lena, who's grown up with all these rules and seen that her mother was still in love with her father, even after going through the procedure 3 times, thinks that the procedure will help her and will keep her from falling in love, from having amor deliria nervosa, which is the official disease name for love. And so her and her best friend Hannah, they are, like, they're best friends and everything, and Hannah, like, gets into, like, stuff, like, going out, seeing listening to bands, which is totally illegal, going to co-ed parties, which is, again, totally illegal, and Lena somehow gets roped into all of it, and she meets Alex, who is the main love interest to Lena in the story. And so a lot of things happen. They fall in love, you know. The thing you're not supposed to do. The thing that will kill you if anybody finds out. But Hannah finds out and she's okay with it. You know, because she's the best friend. She's totally supportive. She's fine with it. And then a whole lot of things happen. A lot of doubt of whether Lena should be doing this. Like, should I be falling in love? I have the disease. Is there something wrong with me? And apparently Alex is an invalid, a guy from the wilds who snuck into the city when he was young and has been able to live there even though he's not really, like, a citizen. And so they meet, they fall in love, they get together, and then yada yada yada. And a lot of adventure happens here. And then they are found out. They were trying to escape into the wilds because, spoiler alert here, so mute if you don't want this. Well, if you don't want, like, specific spoilers. But anyway, this has to do with Lena's mother, Lena's mother apparently didn't commit suicide. She was taken to the crypts. The crypts is this whole big prison thing for people who are like mental or are still uncured in love and everything. And Lena's mom was put there for the past 12 years when Lena thought she was dead. Rachel, aka Lena's sister of like 9 years older, also thought that she was dead too. Because it's like said in the book that Rachel thought that their mother was dead even though she was in the crypt. And so a lot of things happened. Lena's mother has escaped and gone into the wilds because Alex found out that a woman who was in the crypts was Lena's mother because of this pin that Lena's mother used to wear all the time that was her father's. That was Lena's father's. And then he remembered the pin when she was describing it and said, "Your mother may be still alive." And she was like, whoa, what? She committed suicide 12 years ago. And then this whole crazy thing happens and they try to go and confirm that she was in the crypt. And they do confirm it and she has escaped into the wilds. And so both of them, Alex and Lena, try to escape into the wilds too, but then they are caught. Who blew the beans? Who knows? Because I thought at first Hannah blew the beans, but apparently she didn't. So I have no idea how they found out. How the regulators and the official government people found out. And then in the end, Lena is the one that makes it into the wilds, and I'm like, and Alex got caught, or he's dead. I don't know, the last scene I remember, there was like blood seeping all through his shirt. So I don't know if he was shot in the chest and died, or he was just taken away. Because that part was a little bit unclear. So that's how it ends. And it ends with the last words that her mother said to her when she was going to go jump off the cliff. "I love you. Remember, they cannot take it." And so that's what happens basically throughout the book. It was really good. I was like, in the end though, like how Alex was caught and Lena was able to like go. I was like, why? What about Alex? Is he going to be in the next book or no? Or is she going to have a new love interest? Like in the trilogy, usually in a book, the main love interest, if the main character is a girl and the main love interest is usually the girl or the guy that they meet first, like the mysterious stranger, like Claire with Jace or Triss with Four and others. But in the trilogy, what was her name? The main character's name, who I forgot apparently. How did I forget her name? Wendy! There we go. Wendy meets Finn. But then there was that love thing going on. But then there was another guy who comes in who becomes in the love triangle. And the first choice, Finn, is out of the love triangle. Then it's Loki and Wendy. And I'm like, that's never happened really. Like in all the books I read, it's usually the first guy that you meet that you fall in love with, except for House of Night, that's really dramatic. It has a love pentagon, a love pentagon. It was just weird, that one. But I liked it. It was really dramatic and stuff. But then the trilogy, it was like, you're supposed to be with the first guy that you, like, the first stranger, and then you just with this other guy? So, yeah, it was a lot of blah in that one. But I really liked it. It was a really enjoyable series. Now, again, I rate this a 9 out of 10, Delirium by Lauren Oliver. And hopefully, once I get enough money, I can buy Pandemonium, Requiem, and the book with the novellas in it. Alright. Now, this will be the next book I'm going to read. True Colors by Kristen Lindsay Hager. Finally, I have the cover for the book. I know. It's like, why all this time? You've been telling us about this book, but you never showed us a cover. I finally have it. Thank you. Now, let me read you guys the author bio, then the blurb. Kristen Lindsay Hager is an author and book addict who has never met a bookstore she didn't like. She's worked as a journalist and also writes middle grade YA, humor essays, and adult fiction. Her debut novel, True Colors, will be out June 17th from Astria Press. She is originally from Michigan and has lived in South Dakota, Portugal, and currently resides in southern Ohio, where you can find her reading and writing when she's not catching up on her favorite shows. Landry gets pushed into trying out for the American Ingenue reality show modeling competition with her two best friends. She doesn't think she stands a chance, but she advances to the next level in the competition and her friends ignore her at school when they get cut. Enter the gorgeous Devin, who also makes the first cut and includes Landry in her group of friends. Devin becomes the perfect best friend, but can their friendship survive the competition? Landry hopes her big break could come at any moment, but soon she sees there's much more to modeling than she thought. She begins missing out on being with friends and has the chance to have a boyfriend when she meets a boy named Vladdy from another school. Part of Landry wants to be famous and have her hair look good for once, but part of her just wants to be accepted. She learns about friendships, being true to yourself, and that a good hair conditioner doesn't hurt. So I have the arc to this book already, so I will be reading that next. Definitely. You can get it from Astria Press on June 17th when it comes out, since it's going to be an ebook. Now my other friend, let's see here, L.E. Fred, she has written this book called Lucid. Here it is. I unfortunately don't have the arc to it yet, so I'm hoping that she sends me an arc. If she doesn't, I won't be able to read it and review for you guys until maybe after, because I'm not sure if she's going to be able to get me the arc before her book comes out. So I'll read you guys the bio. L.E. Fred is a perpetual dreamer who writes about worlds both within and without this realm. With a degree in psychology, L.E. Fred tends to get lost in the mind, the greatest adventure of all. L.E. Fred is currently traveling the world, finding more adventures to inspire new tales of dreams and beyond. And now the synopsis. I know that most adventure/fantasy/whatever you would like to call these stories start with something magical, but my story starts with something ordinary, dreams. I'm talking about I'm taking a test and don't realize I'm in my underwear kind of dreams. We have them every night, whether we remember them or not. Sometimes they leave us waking up with excitement or inspiration. Sometimes they cause us to wake with a shriek and to look around our rooms. Sometimes they leave us waking up confused or ashamed. These experiences are probably commonplace for most people, but I doubt any of you could ever say your dreams caused you to stay asleep for a long period of time. What if your dreams made you disappear? So that's Lucid. Oh, my bad. Oops. That's Lucid, and I'm hoping that L.E. Fred sends me the arc before. I think the book comes out the 24th of June, but I can't be too sure. So I'm hoping that they send it to me beforehand or afterwards, because this sounds like a really good book to read. So that's all I really have to say. And I guess I'll see you guys later. The next book, again, I'm going to be picking up is True Colors by Kristen Lindsay Hager. So I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye!